Hello, everybody, and welcome to Manga Reflux episode. We're doing the chapters Bleach 606 and Naruto, the Chunin exam arc retrospective. I'll work it out eventually.
You'll get it. Yeah.
We need a thing. I need to write down some framework or something. Anyway, I think I might be a bit under the weather because my voice and nose and stuff, and I've been sneezing. Sorry about that. So, as usual, we're starting with Bleach 606 because... Why do we always have to start with Bleach?
Alphabetical order.
It's the natural way of things. We start with Bleach, and we end with Naruto. That's just how we do it. Don't question it.
Yeah. Because it's Bleach beginning and end Naruto.
No, we started with Bleach because we originally started, the first thing we started talking about was just making fun of Bleach, and then we decided why not make fun of Naruto too.
Yeah,
so we always do Bleach first.
That's true, yeah. Bleach is the OG, I guess. God, that was terrible. Alright, so... Bleach, 6-0, whatever the fuck, who cares?
606.
Yeah, sure. I still say who cares. No one cares. So, we have... this fight still going on.
We have the mustache versus the beard. The ultimate battle.
Yeah, it might be down to illness, but I'm already sick of this fight. It is...
I have to say, I was thinking about this the other day, but I completely forgot that Ichigo is the main character.
Yeah, he hasn't shown up in a while, has he? Like, 50 chapters, maybe?
And when he did show up last, he showed up for like 2 chapters.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot about those. When they did the, hey, remember this is just like before when the story was good.
Yeah. I don't care about this fight.
Yeah. It's Yuha Bark, whose powers we don't know anything about still, and this guy whose powers we know about, but are kind of boring.
Yeah, there's also a lot of posturing, and just kill each other already.
So the name of this chapter is Divine Division.
Yeah, that's a familiar term.
That kind of is. It's, yeah. That kind of already exists as a power in another thing. High School DxD, guy whose power is basically to half your abilities.
What's the vetting that Yuhabak's power is to boost himself by doubling his power?
All along, Yuhabak was Issei.
That puts a different spin on it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So his team is actually his harem.
I guess.
His preferences have become a little more relaxed in regards to men and women, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, well, one of them does have a very big mouth.
The mustache made it evil.
That was an off-color joke. All right.
Yes, it was.
Okay, so...
We have an introduction of a new character in this chapter.
Must we?
Yeah. We're just pushing right through this chapter. We're not even bothering.
We don't...
We're not even discussing that guy's intro of, hey, we're fighting and stuff still.
And Uehara's like, hey, I'm just walking around. Yeah.
Yeah, and someone is shouting for their Nei-sama.
Yeah. We do have the some of the Vizard show up. Like, hey, you guys were something a long time ago.
Yeah.
Are we gonna get 10 chapters of you guys fighting now?
They look kind of haggard. Is it just me that thinks that?
The Vizards?
Yeah.
A little bit.
It's been stressful, I bet. And we finally get introduced to Yoruichi's sister.
Let's not get there yet.
Alright.
So the Visor are all pissy at Urahara because he let Yoruichi and Ichigo go to the fucking Royal Palace or whatever it's called, and they see it as him letting them go because they're expendable, and as long as they stop what's his name for long enough or something.
Which, I mean,
yeah.
I guess you could see it like that, yeah.
But Ichigo's the main character. Sending him is never making him expendable. So, yeah, they're all angry at him. He's just kind of taking it. And then we have Yoruichi's sister.
Or brother.
Or brother. I don't know.
There are no obvious breasts, so it's manga. It could go either way.
It could, yeah.
Yeah, we've already been trapped once, twice, 3 times in this arc.
A lady. Well, get it? Because Christopher. Once, twice, 3 times a lady.
Thank you.
Ironically, none of them have been ladies, so...
I don't know anymore, and I don't care. So... Person's all tearing
So this
up.
is a character that existed at some point.
Yeah.
I'm sure they mentioned that Yoruichi has a sister at some point in these 600 chapters, where she has been a prominent character for most of them.
Yeah.
Well, I think there was the one flashback thing where she was like the head of her household.
Yeah, nothing.
Yep.
Nothing.
And we didn't really see anything from that other than, hey, she's the head of a random household.
Nope.
So
Yeah, no, we haven't seen shit.
This would be Kubo's I need to create more characters because I'm bored thing.
Yeah, after he said that, I was starting to see it a lot more. Why does this character exist?
to bring stuff to their Nesama. That's why they exist. And to cry. That's about it.
Seems like
Maybe
it, yeah.
the fans wanted a less self-assured Yoruichi character.
I like how on the page, like in the very panel where it says 23rd head of the so-and-so house, blah, 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 long name, it says, please try, it says, please try and understand. And I feel like that's the author trying to say, please try and understand. I'm just saying, no, I'm not going to try and understand this.
Kubo has a fever, and the only cure is more characters.
That's not a cure, that's a placebo.
That's also not where I thought you were going with that comment, but okay.
You've been playing too much Bayonetta.
Maybe.
See, that's where I recognize the quote from, too. I never saw the skit with the cowbell.
That's unfortunate.
More cowbell. Alright, so, yeah. This is the B group, or the C group, or the D group. Their group.
I think anybody that isn't Ichigo is, like, at least B, so...
Yeah, but we've already had our A group and our B group, and then Ichigo, I think, is ending up to be the C group, so that would make them the D group. Because you had the group at the Serite, you have this group over in the Spirit King Palace, and you got this other group in the Serite now.
Yeah, and you got the group that's in Hueco Mundo who are literally doing nothing as far as we're aware. I mean, nothing is happening there.
They kind of just hiding away from the beams of light. That's about it at the moment. And it can be assumed those stopped, so I guess they're just looking
Chilling.
at the sky
Also,
like chickens.
Also, no confirmation on Grimjow.
Oh, yeah.
This would be a good point to reveal that it was him or whatever. So I'm guessing it wasn't, and maybe it was Hiyori, because she's annoying.
Alright, let's just...
And kind of talks the same way as Grimjow does, so...
keep going. You see the mustache versus the beard, and I swear his beard is actually getting longer in every picture. Like Juhabak's mustache.
No, and this one's pretty much stayed the same.
I don't know. Sometimes
in the past 5 minutes of canon, no, nothing's changed. It's the same. let's not make it too ridiculous. Come on, let's be real about this. It's not grown yet. It's going to, absolutely, no question, but it's not grown yet.
There's sometimes I'll have to look at this very carefully for comparisons because I feel like it did get bigger in one panel.
Even when you're getting a shot of Yubok's eyes, you got to get the mustache in there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's no way you can have a shot of him without his mustache.
Yeah, so these two apparently knew each other back in the day or something, and no one really cares. And fighting and fighting.
And, oh no, you blocked with your arm, so now you can't use your arm.
Well, he can use his arm, but his arm will only be half as strong for the rest of his life.
Cut through the essence of name. So we've got some Japanese...
So, in other words, arm is now R. But it reads weird, so they rephrased it.
Yeah. It'd be like...
Because in Japanese, the word arm is 2 syllables.
It'd be ure, so it'd be u.
Yeah. That's not an interesting power.
No.
It's maybe a step above the giant mouth.
Like, compared to some of the other powers we've seen, it's really not that interesting.
Actually, no, at least the giant mouth was unique. I mean, I've not seen that before.
Yeah.
This we have literally seen before, and it was named the same thing.
Yeah. So,
I've seen the giant mouth before in media.
Yeah, have you seen it stretch off the side of their face, though?
No.
Yeah, that was fucking new. Thank you.
But, man.
Yeah, so... And then he gets hit full on, so yeah, he's now... Yuba, I guess.
Yuba. Yuba, or Bach.
Just Bach.
He's
not Yuba, just Bach.
Are you saying he'll be Bach?
He'll be Bach.
God damn it.
Are you lamenting the fact that you actually said that out loud?
No, I'm lamenting the fact that I'm proud of it.
Oh, yeah, that's bad as well.
Instead of being dead, like most other people should be after taking a full-on hit.
Yeah, that's the thing. It doesn't kill you when I slash you, it just makes you weaker. I slashed you and you didn't die, you're just weak now.
Well, I imagine if you keep having his power, then his organs would start failing.
But the thing is, this guy was already stronger if he managed to slash him in the fucking face. But that's not a killing blow here, but now he's weaker, so he could just do it again.
Yeah, but if you just keep doing that and they never die from the actual attack, what's the point? You're weaker. Now you're weaker. Yeah. I slashed you in half, but because I used my certain weapon, you don't take any damage. You just get your abilities halved. And then you're going to pull some BS to overpower me or something.
This monk is the god of support characters. This monk is the god of support characters. He apparently doesn't have an attack.
Which makes it even dumber that he's fighting him on his own.
He's like a green mage.
Yeah.
Aren't there still like 3 other royal guards that are within the vicinity that could be, actually attacking him while he's doing this?
I don't see.
One of them has a hole in his chest.
One of them does. The other 3 are still alive as far as
but the other 3 are dealing with the resurrected what's-their-faces.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Admiral's taking to their asses right now, so...
So Bach is still cool with being half a man.
But
he's half a man now. He's half the man he used to be.
So
half a man.
I have to say,
that's a reference.
Like I said earlier, I forgot Ichigo was a protagonist. I had to remind myself that because
it's been a while.
It has.
Not anything.
And when he last did something, he only did something for like 1 chapter.
He hasn't done anything protagonisty.
He hasn't, actually. Not in the entire arc so far.
Yeah. So, you guys want to know where Bleach is where Bleach is in the manga rankings? Because it's really not doing so well in that.
I'm curious.
It's like a top 11 thing, right? Or 13?
Top 15, it was 13 out of 15.
Yeah. That's
That
been
could
kind of its
work.
consistent score, though, hasn't it?
It's been bottom half at the very best.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like most people are just following it at this point because they've been following it for a while. Whereas One Piece is still at the top, alongside Assassination Classroom.
Yeah. Alright. So, on to the retrospective stuff that we're still doing. So, Chunin exam arc for Naruto.
Which you've all been waiting for.
This was the big one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
This pretty much solidified Naruto's position as one of the big three, or what would be the big three by the time Bleach came around. It hadn't started yet.
Mm-hmm.
From everything I've heard about people who are into Naruto, the Zabu's fight drew a lot of people, but the Chunin exams is what kept them, I suppose.
Yeah.
You want to know why? Tournament arc.
Yep.
Nothing like a good tournament arc.
There's so much good to be found in a good tournament arc. Like, a good one.
Bleach
That's
needs
not
a
just-
tournament arc.
Bleach never had a tournament arc.
Exactly. They never had one.
Could have had one with the amount of fucking characters that you could find at any given time.
I'd have watched that.
I'd have watched the Bleach tournament arc.
Yeah.
Filler arc needs to make it now.
A filler arc of what? Hasn't the anime stopped or something? I remember it restarted, but I don't know whether it's still going.
Yeah, it's still going, I think.
Oh. I also remember they added an original character, so...
Yoriuchi's sibling is, in fact, a female, according to the wiki. That could also be wrong, though.
They don't know.
Is in fact a what?
Female.
Woman, girl.
Oh, okay.
I was right. I can judge people now. Successfully.
No, you can't.
I probably can't. I'm probably super bad at it.
This is,
Alright,
this
tuning
is,
exam.
That's not, no, hold on. That's not author confirmed, is it? Because it might still be a trap.
It could very well be wrong. I mean, it's just the wiki, so it's just fans filling this out. But
Yeah.
Yeah. So I thought those were maintained by the authors. Until I pointed out that no, all those are community.
not specifically, but I thought they were membership-only kind of things. So,
No.
like the company that made the game made the wiki as well.
I need a source, or else it's
Yeah.
still a trap.
Yeah.
Ah, alright, tuning exam.
So, pretty much as soon as they get back from Wave, they get fucking, hey, you want to be in the tuning exams? And everyone's like, okay, except for Sakura, because she's the sensible one.
Sure, we
Yeah,
did.
she knows she blows.
She knows they all blow. except Sasuke. I mean, even Naruto did at this point.
We're ready to go up and rank. We've done like one
A
legitimate
mission. We've done one mission.
We've had one actual fight.
We had like I think we did some. I think we did some odd jobs and chores around the village, but I think yeah, we are super experienced.
Totally dominated
Totally.
that dog walking.
We're totally ready to go up and rank.
I want to point out all those fics that say, hey, Naruto should have gotten Chunin rank from the exams. No. No, he shouldn't.
Not even.
But, like, for several reasons, no, he shouldn't.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, when they have him train more in the fic or something, or they get more missions and do real missions or something, yeah, but otherwise, no. No.
Plus, we know he eventually does become Hokage, so it doesn't matter what rank he gets.
Yeah. Do you think they promoted him in between? Do you think he finally got Chunin rank after, saving the world?
Hell no.
It's not source. Didn't happen.
He
Yeah.
went from Genin to Hokage. That's
Yeah, that's basically it.
That's the dream.
or they just handed him one promotion after the other because there are rules in place for that. Like needs
Can you
to be
imagine the
Jonin,
fucking
so
pay rise?
what was
The
that?
pay rise going from Genin to Hokage?
Oh yeah.
Hey, you saved the entire world, Naruto, so you can become the Hokage when you're older. Here's a promotion and a pay raise. Oh, here's another one. Oh, here's another one.
Mm.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
do this. We have Gar introduced.
it does not mention it in the wiki article, but yes, Gar is introduced with fucking Konohamaru running into Kankuro.
I don't know the specific order, but Iruka also does some kind of test thing where he dresses up as an unnamed ninja and fights them or something. And nobody does that in fanfiction, but it happened in the show. I vaguely remember it.
What?
Yeah, he raised a fuss about all of his wiki students being nominated.
By the way, properly raised a fuss. By the way,
yeah.
Only sensible man in the room.
Yeah.
I have to wonder, why did Kakashi volunteer his team after only having done one mission with them?
Because that meant he wouldn't have to fuck with most of them for a month. He was lazy.
Yeah, that's true. That's probably the actual
laziness.
He's like, my team is super ready for this. I trained them very well. They can
climb trees like a motherfucker.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure they're going to be trees in the
if you put their lives in danger.
Alright, so, yeah.
I mean,
Gar's a badass, and he's awesome. And then we get the first phase. So, the first phase of the exam with the... It was officially established that it's supposed to be about cheating, right?
Yeah,
pretty much.
Information gathering and willpower.
Yeah, okay. Okay, I wasn't sure whether that was a fanfiction thing or that was just... whatever.
No, that was the moral of the test that Naruto shit all over because, I don't know, he's the good guy, I guess. He can't be seen cheating.
I've seen some really interesting solutions for this test. It's really nice. Like,
my favorite is just standing up and grabbing somebody else's tests. 2 points. All right, I pass.
I loved writing that.
Yeah.
Before that, though, we have the scene where they walk in, where there's a genjutsu over the...
Oh, yeah, that. And it was that Izumo and Kotetsu doing that?
The gate guard guys. I think. I don't know.
They have too much free time.
Yeah. I'm not sure if they were officially hired to do that, or that was just for shits and giggles, but...
I'm pretty sure it was established that they weren't hired to do that, and it was just for shits and giggles. They were just fucking with people.
What are you supposed to do if you're constantly assigned gate guard duty? That must be the most boring job ever.
Okay.
Well, so do what any other security guard would do.
Fall asleep and watch things?
Yeah.
I just remembered something. The whole last question. If you fail the Chunin exams, if you fail this, well, I give you a last question, do or die. If you answer correctly, you are Genin forever. And Naruto says, I don't care if I'm Genin forever. And I get fast, I would still become a Hokage. And he was right.
Well,
he was right.
I don't want to give the author enough credit to say that was foreshadowing.
God damn it. God damn it, it really feels like it could have been, though.
But it's not. You know it's not. That's insane. It's been like 12 years.
Yeah. There's no way. I don't know. I don't know anymore. I'm confused.
It's entirely possible. He thought, okay, Naruto's just going to become Hokage without doing rank. He's going to save everybody. Just a simple enough idea like that. It's possible.
The reason he wasn't promoted is because you would have to go in depth with what his responsibilities as a Chunin or Jonin would be. So he just stays Genin.
Yeah, and I guess if he was Chunin or Jonin, he would do less heroic missions as well.
Yeah, it'd do a lot of filler.
No, I mean he would do less heroic missions. He would
have
be
to
doing
actually make actual team leader decisions.
He would
have to do some actual ninja shit, as in killing, sabotaging, all that stuff. So,
right.
Can't have
kind
a
of
hero
hard to
doing
pretend
that.
to be the good guys when you do that.
So, First test, they pass because...
Heroism.
Yeah.
Because Ibiki likes Naruto's moxie, apparently. That's about it.
Did you actually say that?
No. I'm paraphrasing pretty heavily, but that's sort of the reason. It's because it breaks the tension in the room, and there's no point in continuing because nobody else is going to leave.
He should have said that.
They should have, yeah.
Yeah, alright. Second phase.
Second phase with this was the introduction of fan favorite character, Anko Mitarashi.
Yeah, fan favorite. Really, surprisingly popular in the fandom.
She showed up twice, and then she had a filler arc about her, but she's really popular, yeah.
I think it might be the open jacket with the mesh shirt.
Yeah, it's probably... Fan service is always a good way to endear yourself.
Sort of. Yeah, that's probably a main reason. But I'd be surprised how many people are actually wearing mesh stuff.
I've seen Anko and Naruto shipping, which is kind of weird considering the age difference.
Whatever.
Age.
It helps that she has an interesting backstory and character, though.
Yeah.
True. She does.
So,
alright.
Yay, that.
So yeah, Forest of Death.
Wait, hold on. Did something happen between the first and the second ones?
No.
Not really. They went straight there. They went straight there, and Orochimaru did his weird tongue thing.
Right.
No one picked up on it.
The waivers, apparently, they need to sign, which is the most asinine thing ever, but whatever.
I kind of get it. I mean, for foreign ninja, yes. For local ones, not really.
So they fight Orochimaru and oh my gosh.
Let's not rush this, shall we? So, Forest of Death. Did anything in the actual forest cause anyone to actually die?
One team got ambushed by the leeches, although I think that was under Shino's control, so I'm not really sure.
So.
There was like a giant thing in there. There's some monsters and stuff, but they really didn't do anything. And when they scared people, but people were just like, it's fine.
I kind of wanted to see somebody get mauled by a giant tiger, like the size of a shed.
Yeah.
Cool. I would have liked to see that too.
You were lazy when you did this, Kishimoto. You could have done so much more.
Is that his name? I literally forget his name every time I try and think of it. It's uncanny.
Well, I've called him out so many times I know it.
Kishimoto! That's how I remember his name. He has enough syllables to do the Kishimoto!
Anyway, so they go through the forest and then Orochimaru shows up. And stuff happens, I guess. I wasn't paying much attention during this.
We see our first big wind jutsu.
I got a giant snake.
It is to hit him.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I got a curse seal, and I got another seal, and I got a giant snake.
Yeah, and that whole hickey thing.
Yeah. Really wish people would stop calling it that, by the way. I mean, like, I don't mind the comparison. I'm fine with that. It's just, use other words, damn it.
But Hickey defines it so perfectly.
It's a bite on the neck.
Call it a love bite or something. Anything else. Just stop using the word hickey.
Why?
It's a hickey.
It's a hickey, dude. It's easy to say.
I'm aware of that, but there are other names for it.
Love bite is the only one I'm aware of.
Why would I call it anything else?
Fine, but I'm sure there are more.
Slicer, why do you want me to call it something else?
Because hearing the same word over and over again is irritating. Maybe that's just me, beta thing, I don't know.
And in fairness, love bite actually is funnier. Really. Let's be real about this.
There you go.
It's a funnier way of saying it.
I love how Orochimaru just gets into this training ground where there's whole Chunin exams happening and nobody notices.
They do, eventually. It's just, it takes a while.
Yeah.
He openly uses a technique that literally no one else uses.
In front of his student.
In front of his student.
And nobody can sense that chakra or something? Don't they have people monitoring the situation?
No.
I assume they would.
What?
They didn't introduce that shit until the second part, so...
And even so, you imagine that they would be expecting large chakra supplies based on Naruto and Gaara being in the exam and stuff. I mean, if there's 2, who's to say there wouldn't be more?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they weren't really invented yet, but yeah, there are other Jinchurikis. And it's not too far into the one possibility or whatever that they would be there as well.
Yeah. I mean, they're ninja too. I mean, technically.
They're all sort of that age range where they could pass as Genin, even if they aren't.
Yeah.
Actually, most of them aren't. I mean,
most of them aren't.
Roshi and Han are too old. Killer Bee, obviously, is too old. Yugito, maybe at a push. And then I forget who the others were.
Right.
One of them was the Mizukage at the time, and while he would certainly pass because he's like 12.
He's not 12. He just looks very young.
Right.
He is actually quite old. He's like in his 30s at least.
Oh, wow.
Alright. So, they lose against Orochimaru.
Yeah.
And it burns that
Sasuke
scroll.
gets his love bite.
He burns the scroll because he's a dick like that.
Yeah.
And Sakura has to take care of them and character development. Yay.
Okay. This was the good moment for Sakura.
It was.
Where she's fighting off the entire sound team by herself, and Kid grabs her by the hair, so she cuts it off, which was a good symbolic moment for giving up that girly crap and just doing her job. That could have been so good if they'd actually followed through with it.
She initially kept it long because it was rumored that Sasuke liked girls with long hair.
Yep, that was the reason for it. Also, I liked her with long hair, so this kind of sucked.
I've never liked her with
short
hair. I honestly like her with short hair better.
Yeah, short hair's better. But, yeah, this was a good moment for the character, and it's pretty much the only one we ever see.
Pretty much.
I'm sure there was probably something in the filler, but she wasn't allowed to keep it because filler.
Ironically, the only good moment involving Sakura also involves her getting the shit beat out of her. So,
yeah.
In
also
fairness,
saying
in
she
a
held off
3-on-1
against
situation,
the sound team, probably exaggerating a little bit. I mean, she just kind of grappled onto the guy and started biting him. That's some kindergarten level shit right there.
Yeah, but yeah. I love how it says in the wiki, it was then that Sakura's personality reached a turning point. And then apparently another one at some point in the near future.
Yeah.
but then Rock Lee shows up and is a boss.
He saves the day.
Yeah.
We completely ignore the fact that Rock Lee beat the shit out of Sasuke before the exams even started.
Yeah, I was going to mention that, but we kind of moved on too quick. But yeah, no, he kicked his ass. Easily.
Rock Lee is the hero we deserve.
Yeah. In fact, he does it twice, technically, if you go by like what happens after.
Gosh darn it, I love you, Rock Lee. You're so good.
Yeah.
I liked him before Guy got his hands on him. He looked pretty cool then, and now he's just...
He did look cool then. But man...
I need to see an image of that.
He actually did look really cool. I feel like...
Well, if you just go to the Rock Lee thing, it's like pretty high.
Yeah, you might need to go to the wiki for that.
I'll look it up. But keep talking while I'm doing this.
Anyway.
Or don't go entirely silent.
What part are we talking about? Are you talking about the Rock Lee kicking Sasuke's ass part or Rock Lee kicking everyone else's ass part? This was the Rock Lee show. The Chunin exam was the Rock Lee show.
Yeah, we're at the...
For that segment,
sound,
at least, yeah.
We're at the sound fight where Sasuke wakes up, basically.
Yeah, so anyway, Lee starts losing because he used the Lotus, and that makes him weak afterwards, and they started beating the shit out of him. And then everyone else showed up as well to save everybody because Leaf Ninja.
And then just kind of watched.
Yeah, and they watched as Sasuke woke up and destroyed all. And snapped that one dude with the wind tunnel's arms. Zaku. Snapped his arms.
You know, acting like an actual ninja.
Yeah.
It's great. I mean, I hate Sasuke a lot, but that was cool. And that would be how you fight in a prolonged thing like that. You injure people. You don't murder them. Because then they got to take care of their injured friend. Or, well, okay, friend is a little much considering its sound, but yeah.
Yeah, in hindsight, that was actually a good move because they couldn't just drop him because they needed him to advance the next round. The entire team needed to get to the next segment.
Ah, there's a Google thing.
So, yeah, retrospective hindsight. There you go, Slicer.
Yep.
Okay, Googling Rock Lee before meeting Guy does not in fact show you images of Rock Lee before meeting Guy.
If you're in the wiki, you could just, link to Rock Lee's page. It's really high up there. What he used to look like.
I didn't see it.
You didn't? That's odd. We're getting super sidetracked right now.
I was expecting to see him look drastically different. Does he not?
Let me link you an image.
His hair is spiky and he's wearing different clothes.
Okay, link me the image. That's fine.
Why did they take the image out? It was in there. That's BS. Why'd they take it out?
Alright, so, thank you.
Actually, I think I...
404. Thanks. That's good.
Yeah, sorry.
So,
give me a second.
Yeah, and now they're going to the fucking tower because that makes sense. Kabuto shows up and stuff.
This would work.
Oh, right. Yeah, the thing with Kabuto.
Lee he just looks like Lee.
Scroll down.
Scroll down from what? This is just a picture of the image.
Look at the full image. He had his hair spikier and more towards the back.
Isn't that Neji?
No, those are the 3 stages of Lee.
Oh, right.
Also, he has a ponytail, or whatever you'd like to call that, in the back in the first image, before he cuts it.
Yeah, I thought that was just Team Guy.
No. Which one of those looks like 1010 to you?
The small one.
That's an insult if I ever heard one.
Well, the image is small. Give me a break. All right. So, what were we talking about?
Kabuto.
Oh, yeah. Getting to the tower in Kabuto.
They try to open the scroll. Sakura and Naruto, too, do. And I think it was Sakura's idea, too, which is weird.
Yeah, so basically they go to the tower, they fight some rain guys or something, and Naruto gets a hero moment or something.
Our first and only look at effectively used Genjutsu.
And still Naruto brute forces his way through it.
Yeah, but...
So, yeah, and now we're on the preliminaries, where... Okay, this was where the tournament arc starts properly.
Yep.
And fights happen, and some of them were interesting. We got a lot more depth on the Clan Air characters that all seem to show up at the same exact year for some reason.
War. The end of the QB incident thing makes everyone really happy. Sexually happy.
Yeah, but that would mean all the characters would be 1 year younger than Naruto, and we've established that's not true.
Sort of. He got held back. Or something.
Yeah, but their actual ages are all the same.
That's been really confusing, yes.
Yes. So... Yeah, there is an explanation for that, but it's convoluted. It's like Naruto went to the academy early because Sarutobi said it was okay, and then he got held back anyway, so he graduated at the same time at normal age like everyone else did.
Yeah.
That's an ideal explanation, I guess.
That's the one I've seen the most used, yeah.
So, preliminary... Fights before the actual fights. because I can't say the word
Preliminary?
Those, yes. So, Kabuto withdraws because he's a spy. He's such a spy. He's a spy.
And he knows there are people in this thing good enough to actually make him work, like Gaara. And if he gets put against Gaara, he's either got to show he's actually talented or die.
Yeah, those are the only really options there.
Or forfeit immediately.
Yeah. I mean, he does have the info card, so he would know that Gaara would murder him. So that would be his out.
Also, a lot of people point out that raises red flags, his cards, which in canon, I believe, they did not have any information that was not readily available in a bingo book. So, yeah, that...
But
not
would
really
the characters already have entries in the bingo book as Genin?
Sort of. I mean, I don't know how they work. I don't see why they wouldn't.
Well, the idea is they're bounties.
Ah, right.
So, they're Genin. No one would care. I guess clan heirs would make sense, that they would have entries, I suppose. Whatever. It's literally not important at all. So, yeah, we get single matchups in this stage where they fight and stuff, and...
Match 1.
Let's not go through all of the fights because no one cares particularly much.
I thought we were going to do that, actually.
Did we? Okay.
I don't see why not. They're pretty short.
Most of them are pretty short. Fight 1, Sasuke versus one of Kabuto's teammates that can absorb chakra.
Yeah. And he tries to use the fucking... What was it? Lee's fighting style, but it is too much.
Yeah. He uses the very start of it to send him up in the air, and then he can't pull it off beyond that.
Yeah,
so he does something else.
Because he isn't as physically capable as Lee is. So, like I said, Lee basically kicks his ass twice without even trying.
Yeah, I mean, Lee is just too swole for Sasuke to copy all of his moves.
Oh, God, I've really started you off on that, haven't
I? Jesus, okay. So this is what we're doing now.
Yep, apparently. So, yeah. Lee is an acolyte of Broden.
I'm on springtimeofyouth.wikia.com. That's Rock Lee's a spin-off series, and he doesn't have any sort of ninjutsu, but he put Neji in a turtle costume and called it a summoning jutsu.
You like the picture I saw.
That's pretty good.
So he can adapt.
God, Jesus, this
is why Lee is great.
I'm so sorry, Neji.
That facial expression, dude. It's like half, how did this happen, and half, oh God, this is happening. Oh, poor Neji. I never thought I'd say it, but dude. Even when you died, I didn't sympathize with you this much. Dude. Okay, so...
Match 2. Shino gets his match against Wind Arm guy from the Sound Team, Zaku, and winds up blowing his... highlight. It was so cool. He blew his arms off by filling them with bugs and making him use his wind thing.
See, I didn't realize that had happened in the official version, because the version I saw was the censored Toonami one, and his arms just kind of get damaged near the elbow. They don't actually blow off.
Yeah.
Manga blows his arms off.
Let my arms go.
Shino's epic moment.
Looks like
he doesn't get many of those.
Really, I mean,
looks like you've been disarmed.
I get it.
Yeah. I can't do the scream. I don't really want to do the scream.
I can't do it. I don't want to.
I prefer you.
I am not
honestly.
Guy from The Who. I don't know what his name is. Anyway, yeah, it's not that I don't care about rock stars or like classic rock or anything. I know the drummer from The Who. But that's it.
All right.
I don't know any others.
Anything on?
Who's the next fight? Because I still don't care.
Kankuro versus Bendy guy. Kankuro does puppet stuff and breaks his neck, apparently.
It's pretty cool.
In the fourth match, Sakura versus Ino.
Oh, God.
Yeah, do we have to go through this one? I really don't want to.
Isn't that entire episode a flashback to their childhood friendship or something like that?
Pretty much. I will just go to the ending. Ino just took over Sakura's body with her jutsu. Mind switch thing.
Then Inner Sakura came out, and we never see her again.
Yeah.
It's like the last we see of Inner Sakura for the most part.
I did like Inner Sakura. Inner Sakura was interesting.
It didn't pay off. There should have been a payoff to that.
Yeah.
This was not a good payoff for that. And it was also too early for it.
Also, what does that mean? Does it mean she's crazy, or does she have some kind of latent bloodline? I don't understand that.
We will never understand that because it's over.
It could be she is offspring of the anime filler thing with the illusion girl who was... It's another one of those things that everyone does in fan fiction, and I hate it.
What's that?
I forget what her name is.
Yakumo?
Oh, yeah, Yakumo. Yeah, Kurenai's the first one.
Yeah, she had a split personality thing, so it could be like an offshoot of that or something. Only kind of lame.
Yeah, it's kind of lame.
Than the original was.
Next match. Tenten gets curb stomped by Tamari.
Yeah, that was kind of rough.
Worst possible matchup.
Yeah.
I can't really fault Tenten for losing for that one. I mean, it's a wind user versus a weapon user.
No one does. And pretty much everyone shits on Tamari for being a sole winner.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you didn't really need to have her land on your fan like that. That was just excessive.
Tenten, keep trying hard. One day your senpais will notice you.
No, they won't.
No. Also, that kind of wasn't her character in the first place.
Yeah, but maybe one day she'll be important. No, it's over. It's over. Anyways.
God damn it. She was the one good character that was female that wasn't, like, seen as awesome despite being really kind of not awesome. Like Tsunade. And they just did nothing with her.
Yeah.
God damn it. Waste of a character. It's the same as fucking... Her name escapes me. Tatsuki. It's the same as Tatsuki.
For the most part, yeah.
Christ.
Let's move on so we don't have zombie cases. Shikamaru versus Sound Girl, Keen.
Yeah.
Okay, someone explain to me how this fight ended, because there's conflicting information on how that shadow thing works.
Okay,
it's kind of
so basically, Keen hit him with some senbone connected to wires that had bells attached to screw with his head. Shikamaru basically used the shadow from the wires to connect his shadow to hers. Apparently she was close enough to the wall where he could eventually just bend back, fooling her and thinking he was like going to throw kunai at both of them. And then he bent back to dodge it. She did as well because they were connected, and he bumped her head off the wall. Being unaware, she was knocked unconscious.
Yeah. Why doesn't he wear a knife in a weird place, like on his shoulder or in between his shoulder blades or something like that?
That would make a lot more sense, wouldn't it? To just kill her and be done with it.
Yeah, I pretty much did that in my fic. It was literally, he has a sword that's the wrong-handed draw, like, it's left-handed draw rather than right-handed, so that, less people would actually have a weapon there.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, that was Shikamaru's thing.
Naruto fights Kiba next.
Yep.
Yeah, that was fun.
That should have lost that fight.
He really should have lost that fight, yeah.
Yeah, Shadow clones, yay.
And he couldn't even make that many of them because his chakra was blocked off.
Hmm. Yeah.
I suppose credit where it's due, he did pretty well for being effectively handicapped.
Yeah.
I guess.
Here's the thing, when all you have is a hammer, and then the hammer is taken away from you, what tools do you have left?
Your fists!
Kiba's fists are better.
Nail.
Because Kiba has claws.
Fists are much better. Also, because he actually, trained in hand-to-hand, whereas Naruto pretty much didn't. I don't remember seeing him actually train that.
I don't really understand how he won. The amount of training he has is dismal compared to everybody else.
He farted. I believe that was the key turning point in the battle, is he farted.
I was trying not to mention that because I heard that and I didn't believe it was true, or I didn't want to believe it was true.
Nope, that's what happens.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he. You see, the thing is, you'd think that in a real fight, at the very least, if somebody farted like that, you'd be prepared to deal with that, or something. I mean, if you're
Go ahead.
Like, if your sense of smell is magnified at the, while you're fighting, you gotta have some sort of counter for that.
You'd
like
have
not
resistance
breathing through your
training of some
nose.
kind.
Well, you don't breathe through your nose, that too.
Yeah.
Well, that's not really, if you're getting into the nuts and bolts, that's not really a good strategy, because breathing through your mouth makes you susceptible to getting knocked out when you get hit.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, if you breathe through your mouth open, that means your jaw is loose.
Do you think the mangaka knew that?
No.
You're funny. Alright.
So, yeah, that was the preliminaries, and... Oh, wait, no, we missed one.
Hinata and Neji.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. Or the point in which I hated Neji forever.
Even his death.
I actually liked this fight. This was...
It was interesting.
Yeah, it was one of the better ones.
But it wasn't the best one, because the best
It
one
wasn't
was
the... It wasn't the best one, but it was a lot better than some of the others.
I'd like to give it special mention for the ending, because of Neji getting pissy because the Proctor wouldn't let him murder his cousin.
Yeah, that was kind of... Okay.
The fuck?
Yeah. He wasn't a good character at the time. And by that I mean he's a jerk. I didn't like him.
And at the time, that was his purpose. So
yeah. And then we get to the next match, what I will say the greatest match.
the main event.
Lee versus Gaara. I have to say, this still sticks in my mind as one of the greatest fights I've ever seen in anime and manga.
Shino's thing was cool but short, but this was the big draw, I suppose.
Lee, he's so good.
yeah, this was the origin of the gates thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Where
Lee's
it was very firmly established that if you open all of them, you die.
Yeah.
And each one is more painful than the last. So yeah, he's kind of in constant agony when he opens, 4? His skin turns red?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
opens 4. And then Gar cripples him.
Yeah, Lee is
Yeah.
basically Goku.
It's
Is he?
what?
I don't get that.
Has to go Super Saiyan to beat his enemy.
Sort of. I think Naruto is a better comparison for Goku in this.
Yep.
He's very clearly an ascended fighter.
I just want to say, the latest episode of Dragon Ball Z Abridged came out, and in it, Goku wakes up from after being. Yeah. He's like, He's like, I had a pirate dream. And he's like, I had a ninja dream too, but that ended. Great.
That's not funny. Okay. Yeah, so, I'm still looking at Rock Lee's page because I forgot we were looking at... I was wondering why I wasn't seeing these other fights that you were talking about.
So, the Lee gets crippled in the fight against Gaara because Sand Coffin is really awesome.
Yeah, because Gaara is really awesome and has an amazing voice. And then we have Choji and other guy that no one cares about.
The sound thing on his arm.
Sound dude, yeah.
Zaku?
This is completely inconsequential. No, Dosu. This is completely inconsequential. I don't even want to talk about this because the end of it has nothing to do with anything. Dosu dies after this because of Gaara.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
So I don't even want to talk about this. Choji loses.
He might kill him, but Orochimaru is the one who ordered his death, so... I don't know.
Gaara just
fucking killed him.
I know he killed him. I mean, he's the one who actually killed him. But what was Orochimaru's plan there?
No, the idea was Dosu interrupted Gaara when he was enjoying the moon or something. That was it.
Yeah.
He just shows up and is a dick, and Gaara's like, nope.
Yeah. Dosu wants to kill Gaara so that Dosu can fight Sasuke himself, and Gaara's like, really? Okay. And then just murders him. Off screen. Okay. Or Scott to the Shy.
Yeah. Gaara's awesome like that. Anyway. So we get the training thing.
Training montage.
Training montage.
I learned recently that the reason Sasuke's uniform didn't stay that admittedly cool look is because the authors were having trouble drawing it consistently.
What
do you mean, his uniform?
The one he shows up in for the Chunin exams?
When he comes to the finals, he has a black outfit. Basically, it's a one-piece black outfit suit thing, raised collar, all kinds of stuff on his arm. Kind of cool.
Oh. So he had a cool outfit once, and it was too difficult to draw.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, this was actually the only time he had a cool outfit.
And then he ended up being a pirate. But we'll get to that eventually.
With dude cool.
Yeah. God, that's dumb. Anyway. So, Naruto gets fobbed off by Kakashi, ends up training with, what's his name?
Abisu.
Thank you.
Ebisu?
And
I always thought it was Ebisu.
Ebisu kind of sucks, and Naruto ends up finding Jiraiya peeping on the hot springs because Jiraiya is, say it with me now,
awesome.
Try again, say it with me now.
A super pervert.
Yeah. No one else said if it can, but I appreciate the effort, Ken. Alright, so, yeah, and this is Naruto's trainer for the month, and he learns to summon toads by summoning a tiny, tiny toad.
Which he doesn't really use in the Chunin exams, making the entire thing pointless. If the invasion didn't happen, that training would be utterly pointless.
I imagine he would have used it against Gaara if he actually got his second match.
Maybe. In the confines of the arena, I don't know if he'd do it.
Do you think he'd think about it? There was a back wall in that arena where nobody was sitting. He would have used it, and that wall would have come down.
Yeah, that would have been cool. See, this is why I like the idea of actually finishing tournament arcs.
Yeah, it's really nice when they finish.
Rather than being interrupted in the middle by some cataclysmic event.
Because there were some fights to get hyped.
Yu Yu Hakusho, yeah, we'll finish it out. Somehow.
They absolutely did. You got your final match with...
They did finish it out.
And what's his name?
Taguro.
Yeah.
Terrible with names.
And then the next tournament arc, they finished that out. And then the next tournament arc, they finished that out. I don't think there was a single one that had to end halfway through.
But it's like, they set up all these brackets and stuff, and then they do the first set of matches, and then you get all hyped for the second set because it's all the awesome ones that managed to make it through. It's going to be bigger and better battles, and then nope, cut off, and we're doing this other thing now. It's like, I
was kind of looking forward to those fights. I mean,
yeah.
Can we go back to that? That was nice.
Like, some fights, there's nothing wrong with finishing a tournament arc. At the very least, don't interrupt it at the end. You can interrupt it in the final battle.
Interrupt it in the final battle to give the final battle better context than just it's a tournament,
Yeah.
I suppose. But just cutting it off while there's still loads of matches to go just means, why did you set up the matches? It just gave us hype for something that's not going to happen.
Mm-hmm. Let's see.
We got ahead of ourselves a little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah. So Jiraiya teaches him... Oh, he fixes the seal as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Teaches him to summon the Fox Chakra by throwing off a cliff.
Yeah.
Or something, right?
The best way to train.
Also, Ebisu, he wasn't useless. He was just really focused on the basics. He was the academy teacher or that equivalent.
Yeah, he was Konohamaru's teacher, so...
Yeah.
He was teaching him the things he should have known when he was 6.
Yeah.
Is the interpretation I'm taking this from. So...
Which, if it wasn't for the needing to get the seal removed, I think I would prefer Ebisu over Jiraiya for this. I mean, Naruto needs to learn that stuff.
I've seen a story that took that route.
Yeah, I've seen one as well.
You're going to have to link those because I'm interested.
I don't remember what it was.
Well,
I think there's been several,
yeah.
and that's not exactly a new concept.
So, Naruto trains, and Gaara gets ripped to shreds, or not Gaara, Dosu gets ripped to shreds by Gaara.
yeah.
And that's great.
And then we get to the fucking exams, and... Was Neji and Naruto the first fight?
First fight.
Yeah.
Okay. And, in the interim, Hinata asks Naruto not to kill Neji or something.
And then Naruto uses the cheat QB power, and, yeah.
It's hard not to see that as a cheat.
It really is. It's more like, okay, you're fighting... Like, the thing with Goku in comparison to Naruto, Goku was all about hard work, and he was just like, I gotta get stronger against these guys constantly. Naruto's like, oh my gosh, I need to get stronger, and then, oh wait, no, I got this to rely on, so I'm just immediately gonna get 10 times stronger.
What happened to there are no shortcuts to Hokage?
Yeah.
Thrown out the window the second it...
There's a shortcut to Chunin in this tournament.
Mm-hmm. Well, not actually, but yeah.
Like, in comparison to DBZ, Goku was constantly fighting people who were born with large amounts of power, and he had to work hard to catch up to them. Whereas Naruto, he got a lot of power to start with.
He was born with large amounts of power, but never taught how to use it.
Yeah.
So they spend 5 minutes teaching him how to use it, and then he's Superman.
Basically.
Great. That's worthwhile character development.
Well, it sort of makes sense in ways. I mean, if you have I don't know, I can't even think of a good metaphor, but if you know everything else, then that one piece clicks into place, everything else starts making sense.
One Piece.
Yeah, okay.
But tang. So, yeah. Oh, and Hayate gets murdered, but no one really cares because he was literally in there for, the preliminaries. We never saw him any other time.
Yeah, he was the examiner, and that was it.
Yeah, so... High bit character, bye bit character. And so we have Genma, who is another character that we never actually see any other time than in these exams.
Isn't he one of the gate guards?
No.
Oh.
I think he was retconned to be part of the...
Hokage Protection Squad.
Yeah, he's an elite bodyguard for the Hokage.
Yeah. So... Yeah, we have Naruto versus Neji, and it's
he
a
shows
fight.
up in the Sasuke retrieval arc.
Does he?
It's a start just to show that their Sound 4 is strong.
Pretty much, yeah.
And then get beaten by a bunch of Genin.
Yeah.
And one Chunin, I apologize.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Naruto versus Neji. Neji hands him his ass, and then Naruto no-sells it with fucking Kyuubi power. And then Neji is all like, fate, bullshit. I'm a mopey-son. Because mopiness.
You know, I just realized, why is this fight seen as a challenge at all if Naruto is effectively immune to the other guy's fighting style? I'm sure it hurts to unleash the Tenketsu or whatever they are, but still, it doesn't debilitate him.
Neji can
still getting hit.
Neji can still kill him if he hits him like in the chest and hits him in the heart.
Yeah.
Or the face, brain.
Yeah.
True.
The face brain.
Anyway.
Rather than the dick brain. That's a bit lower.
Anyway, they have a final clash of power. Neji's rotation versus Naruto punching him with chakra. And then I really believe right in that moment, if they do an abridged version of this, they should have a flashing to Neji's death in his entire life and Naruto becoming super strong. And he should have gone out on his back and like, I was right all along. Then he loses. Because he was right all along. Destiny cannot be changed. This entire fucking series eventually becomes Destiny.
Yeah, I guess so. Oh god, it literally was, wasn't it? Fuck. I did not... Oh god, Neji was right all along.
Neji was right, Neji was right.
We need to make that shirt, like right now. Neji was right.
There should be a shirt for that. It should be just his eyes and the fucking...
Can we do that? Can we do that? I mean, the pale eyes are pretty big thing.
There are sites where you can make custom shirts, so you absolutely could do that. Anyway. Still watching here? Yeah. It was all quiet for a second. So yeah, Naruto wins, I guess. And then...
Second match.
Everything's okay and stuff, and then second match.
Supposed to be Sasuke versus Gar, but it gets pushed back because Sasuke's not there. And everyone wants to see it.
Treatment.
So he's not DQ'd for being unprofessional.
Okay. The fan fiction thing I like about that is when they say, okay, he can still fight, but he's not going to be Chunin.
That's the version I prefer, yeah.
Yeah. You miss it, you're kind of not fulfilling your duties as a actual ninja. You're kind of not putting importance on everything. So if you're late, you shouldn't be Chunin.
Yeah. I also like the ones where Sasuke's okay with that and kind of gets it. Go figure.
Yeah. Third match doesn't happen either, because Kankuro gives up when he's supposed to fight Shino. Because the invasion was supposed to start during Gar's match, and he doesn't want to use his moves before he actually has to fight a war in front of people.
I somehow immediately thought, show me your moves, and I don't know where that's from.
Show me your moves!
Captain Falcon, Super Smash Brothers.
Yes!
Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that didn't happen either, so now we have Temari and Shikamaru, I imagine?
Yes.
And, okay, this is the big example that you specifically can of how this series used to be about deception and intricate plans and all that stuff. And how that was a big mainstay of the series in the first part. Because Shikamaru's shadow techniques and stuff were all really interesting in how he makes it all work and traps her and then forfeits because reasons.
He used all of his energy, although he could easily just throw a knife at her. I mean...
But then he had to fight again.
That was probably also a major factor. Laziness.
Also, he used all his energy
His real reason for quitting, however, seems to be because he is incredibly lazy and saw no point in winning, which would only lead to having to fight for the matches. He also didn't want to hurt a girl.
Oh, I hate that shit. And, the whole using all your energy thing is obviously bullshit because Kakashi did that. You know what happened to him? Yeah.
Yeah.
So...
It was more of a claim on Shikamaru's part. He said he's running low on chakra or something like that.
He really wasn't, though.
Anyone with half a brain would call him out as bullshit, but yeah. It makes you wonder why he was given the promotion.
Because he could think, I guess. The one-eyed man rules in the land of the blind or whatever.
Oh, yeah. That's actually a good way of putting it. So, kudos. And... Then we have...
Yeah, Gara fight.
Hold on. There was the... Shikamaru's ideal of not hurting women was just because his mother would whine at him about it. It wasn't actually a mentality of his own.
Oh, in that case, his mother's a stupid bitch then. Great.
Yeah, pretty much.
That is literally my interpretation of it, because my mother says, if a girl hits you, hit her back.
Well, yeah.
That's the way it works. That is real world, people, not this fucking chivalry that is, in fact, dead. Crap. No one cares about it anymore. In fact, if you try it, women will actually not like you for it.
Yeah.
Go figure. Well, selectively. It's a bit off and on. It depends on mood.
Or situation.
Yeah.
Let's not get into this conversation.
Let's not. Because, I step on so many landmines with my own fucking social justice bullshit. Let's not make it worse.
He did end up marrying Tamari, though.
I still call bullshit on that pairing. That is ridiculous.
It's just the whole, hey, we hinted at this pairing once, so we're going to go through with it.
Yeah, sure, why not?
There's reasons.
Better than the crap they pulled with Choji, I guess.
Who did he end up with? Oh, yeah, Kurui, right?
Yeah, someone he's never talked to, as far as I'm aware.
You know what? I kind of want to find out the backstory behind that.
What's the quaint little term for it? Chubby chaser, something like that.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, she likes big guys. Go figure.
But how did they meet? What went down? Show us what happened, Kishimoto.
I'd be curious about that, sure.
I'd like to see that. I'd like to see how some of these pairings came about.
I'm willing to bet a lot of information will be in the movie, just because it's their last chance to, I don't know,
tie this shit
shed some light on any of this.
They wanted a nice round number for chapters and decided to end it at 700 rather than actually finishing the story. I wish I'd been wrong about that end point, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I mean, I know I was exactly right, but I wish I was wrong. Go me for being exactly right again, because I am fucking manga Nostradamus, apparently.
Yeah, totally.
Of course, he was wrong about almost everything, but still.
Alright, Gara versus
Sasuke and Gara, yeah.
Main event, yay.
And fucking Chidori thing was kind of cool.
It was, yeah.
Smashing through the shell was good.
Although teaching a mentally unhinged child a move that can kill anyone, even if they have an ultimate defense...
come on, he could already throw fireballs. He could already set things on fire, I mean...
Setting things on fire has literally never been useful.
Not in this series.
Lightning apparently is the super badass element, because it kills everything.
Pretty much.
Except Itachi.
Yeah, except Itachi.
Yeah, only Itachi can kill Itachi.
Pretty much. That's established canon. That's, yeah. So, yeah, that fight happens, Gara goes batshit, and sleep. Everybody go sleep, and stuff. And then invasion happens. Is that a separate arc?
Apparently it is, despite the fact that it's incredibly short.
Let's just treat it as part of this one, because how long have we been going? Hour and 14? Yeah, let's treat it as part of this one. So, just for the sake of brevity, Naruto chases down Gara, Sasuke's already there, but he can't handle it or something.
Yeah.
And Naruto summons a giant toad because he's awesome.
Yeah.
And Naruto was officially ordered to back up Sasuke, who was officially ordered to chase after Gaara by Genma, I think.
Oh. And fighting the fucking raccoon thing.
Speaking of Genma, he showed up in a lot of areas. I looked him up on the wiki. He's actually been a reoccurring character.
A minor
I
one,
have to
but yeah,
question
he is.
his judgment, though, because when you know Gar is a Jinchuriki and you're going to send a Genin after him, that's fantastic.
See, 12 Guardian Ninja arc. In the anime, is seen giving out orders to a large group of Chunin during Furuto's attack on the village. Hidan and Kazuka arc was present at Asuka Satoru's funeral.
I get the feeling this isn't just him being established as a character and more, hey, we have a character design already.
Yeah!
Yeah, pretty much.
He was in the Shinobi. He appears in the Invasion of Pain arc, and
Yeah, like everyone else.
He said something in that. I don't remember what he said, but he did say something. He told them the village wasn't all their forefathers left them.
Oh my God, he's
still
killing
there.
us. That's
And then, and then he appeared in the Shinobi World War arc, and he was a
Okay, Zero.
yeah.
Nobody cares.
Genma, you were the hero that we all didn't know.
Literally, nobody cares.
The unsung hero of Naruto.
I was literally thinking, is he going to go through all these?
Yes.
No, the last one he appeared in was the
Invasion arc, if you want to call it that, is fucking Naruto fights Gaara and does the therapy bullshit that he does. He's just like me, etc. And Gaara becomes a lot less cool, but, you know, whatever, he can be a reoccurring character now, so that's cool.
Yeah, he's not. If he showed up again, everyone would die.
Yeah.
And the lowest level Hokage fight that we are ever going to see in this series.
That's true, I guess.
There
This was
a
big
lot
for
of
its time.
flashbacks.
This was big for its time, but in the grand scheme of things, this was pretty low scale.
Yeah.
Kage
old
fight.
man, give him a break.
No.
Yeah.
Old.
Not going to give him a break. Onoki was old, too.
Oh, and we have Saratobi and Orochimaru duking it out in the giant purple thing.
With the nerfed first and second Hokage.
Yeah.
Super nerfed.
Well,
They hadn't decided their power by that point, so...
Yeah. It was just kind of, this one does wood stuff, this one does water stuff, and that's pretty much all we got.
Yeah, but the second Hokage didn't even wind up doing water stuff in the fucking war arc. He just did Hiraishin stuff.
Yeah, that was kind of dumb. Why did he become that?
Guy can create water from nothing, which is kind of a big deal, and yet they'd never do anything about it. What the hell?
I really wish they hadn't retconned fucking Hiraishin.
Really, yeah.
No one wanted that. Like, it didn't make any sense. Why do it?
That was the Fourth's one claim to strength and skill, and he didn't even make it. He literally did nothing else of note other than the Hiraishin. And some ceiling stuff, I guess, but still.
The ceiling could argue that Kushina taught him everything, so it's not even his skill.
Not his. Yeah. So, great. The fourth was kind of a lame ass, and the second was way better, apparently.
That kind of became a theme with this series, is they kept giving powers to everyone in the past to make them better, but it made the current people worse.
Yeah. Well, Japan is very traditional. Everything old is awesome.
I guess.
Polio is awesome.
Wish
we still had that around. Anyway.
Then again, we're not ones to talk.
Who is we?
All of us.
Old America was awesome.
Yeah, you know that Constitution thing? That thing is awesome.
Old America was not awesome. I'm black.
Yeah, see?
Exactly.
It wasn't.
Point made, yeah.
Yeah.
So...
the sarcasm there.
What else? Oh yeah, we were talking about the Hokage and Orochimaru fighting and stuff, and Saratobi goes, "Hey, I'm gonna fucking take your arms for some reason."
Because he couldn't take his entire soul.
He was too weak to take all of his soul.
Yeah. He's like, I'm going to try and get all of it. You could just at least take the arms. And,
I'm going to die to cripple you. That isn't... I'm pretty sure that's supposed to go the other way around if you're winning the fight.
I feel like you should try to take the arms and at least a leg. Just a leg. That way he has to hobble around.
See, the problem with this was he sealed the other two Kages, but it was with his shadow clones. So I imagine the Shinigamis like, what the hell? And would be coming after his soul pretty quickly. So...
Also, wouldn't the priority be Orochimaru to get sealed rather than first and second?
He couldn't stop them without the...
Oh.
And he had to be pretty much immobile to get his soul, so he couldn't have the other two Kages getting in the way of the jutsu.
It'd be funny if he managed to take his arms and his legs, or at least just one leg. Just one leg.
Just one leg.
That way Orochimaru has to hobble. He has to just hop away from
He wouldn't
the
even be able to hobble, he'd be hopping away.
Yes. I'd be okay with that.
I would, yeah. That'd be great.
Alright. So yeah, they fight, things happen, people die, blood.
Yeah, so the Hokage dies, and
peace reigned across the land.
Yeah,
and rain reigned across the land because funeral and everything has to be sad.
You know what? Sometimes funerals do happen when it's not raining or cloudy. That happens. Yeah. Sometimes it's a bright, sunshiny day and the funeral happens.
This is a really stupid little bit of headcanon, but I think there's actually some water ninja that just makes it rain whenever big funerals happen. Just to set the tone.
I feel like that might actually be true.
Just be like, okay, nobody's looking, make it rain.
Or hell, an entire division that just does that. They use the one jutsu and they put all that power into it.
The weather conditioning division.
Oh gosh, that might be a thing.
That probably is a real thing. I mean, if they can do that, then why not do that for fucking crops and shit?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like, we need to control the weather around our area because it can be actually advantageous. Like, okay.
Imagine it gets really hot there, so they'd need to call in rain just so things don't get drought territory. So, yeah, it's possible.
Yeah. So, that was the invasion arc, and it's over. And... in retrospect, I didn't like this arc as much as I thought I did, but that might be because I've read it like 6,000 times.
Yeah.
I honestly haven't, because the few times that I have read it have been different every time.
Yeah, but 90% of them are exactly the same. Every now and again you'll find something that's vastly different, like Ken's, where they went to fucking Land of Iron.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good example.
Ken's was like my main exposure to Naruto fix. Other than that, I just mainly do crossovers.
Mm.
I mean, there was like one or two other fics, but that's about it.
Yeah. So
first impression seeing this when I first saw it the first time, I was super hyped for it. Everything.
Mm-hmm.
It was good the first time. Then I learned more, like poking holes and stuff.
Yeah, and then they retconned so much that a lot of the awesome stuff was not so awesome.
Yeah.
I wish they used the Shunshin more.
They really should.
Or at least...
But unfortunately, the only character that actually uses it in combat was killed before canon started, so... You know.
Yeah. I just want to know if it's movement or actual teleportation, because that would kind of break the...
It's movement. It's movement. High-speed movement.
Okay.
Basically, if you were proficient with that and could constantly use that, you could have invisible Dragon Ball fights.
Yeah, but the thing is, the only reason Shisui could actually use it in combat was because he had the Sharingan, so he didn't get tunnel vision like you would with the Chidori as well.
Right.
So, in theory, Kakashi could use it in combat, but he would need to train specifically for it.
And if he did actually use that in combat, then he would be way more useful.
Mm. nigh on unstoppable, actually, yeah.
Yeah.
It would be second only to the Hiraishin. So
that would have been a lot. That would have been really interesting for a end of the series type thing, but it never came to.
He should have done that. That could have been so cool.
Yeah.
He would have actually been useful in the final fight, I think, if he'd actually learned the Chunin as a combat technique.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well.
So I feel like you set a point where it's like, okay, the Kakashi's going to be a main character, but he's not going to really train more than he's already done. Yeah.
Oh well. So, Chunin exam arc, that's...
It was 12 episodes.
Thank God.
12 episodes. It's not an arc. The fuck? Compared to everything else.
The Chunin exams?
No, the invasion.
Oh. Yeah. But, well, the wave thing was an arc, and that was 10 episodes.
So. Yeah.
It was 12 episodes, and it feels a lot shorter.
Okay, so, questions. What we asked last time was, for Bleach, we asked people what they were sick of, as far as Eastern mythology that keeps getting overused was. I forgot about that one, but people decided to remind me.
I love it. Thanks for that.
Yeah, thanks.
And the other question we asked for Bleach was...
Your favorite race.
Yeah, favorite subspecies of spiritual being, I suppose. And for Naruto, we asked what your favorite technique was. So, starting from the bottom of the comments page, we have Synex Rise, who said... yeah, also asked, are we going to change the reflux image?
Yeah, I'll change it.
Once we're done with Naruto.
Once we're done with Naruto, I will completely change it.
Yeah.
In case you didn't know, I made the image. Yeah.
His favorite technique was the Kawarimi, the replacement technique.
Yeah.
Because,
it's a good one.
No one uses it anymore.
Here's the thing.
It's so
when
good.
When it gets to the point when they start making explosions that create valleys and shit, it's kind of useless. Because you can only replace yourself with something that you can get to. What you can get to is within your range of the fucking explosion. You're gonna get.
Oh my god! I just thought of something. Okay, so Kawarimi with using Chunin for combat.
That would be kind of broken.
It would be completely broken. It would be great. I want to see that.
I'm pretty sure there's a fic called the Kawarimi Master or something like that, where Naruto just knows that jutsu. Or he knows other ones, but he doesn't really use them.
Yeah, I think Mikoto Uchiha it might be fanon, but she is supposedly a master of the Kawarimi technique and uses it for everything.
I think
like
that's
your enemy sends out an attack and you go so fast that you replace yourself with them so they get hit by their own attack. Be great.
Yeah, that's the thing that's been done.
I know, but doing that all the time is a fighting style.
Mm-hmm. So, the Sleeping Meerkat. Did we ask who would be a good protagonist this time? No, that was last time, but we'll mention it anyway. Neji, he says, would have been good. And he wants to do a Shino fic. So... big destructive battles, probably not.
Shikamaru, Shino, Neji. I could see those.
Yeah.
Okay, so he just answered last week's, but yes. So Seth LL7. I still don't know
Johnny Boy.
What his name is. Yeah.
Johnny Boy.
Seth. He's sick of any monster manga having vampires and werewolves.
Which is why he thought the bounce power was cool. His favorite jutsu is Obito's teleportation / intangibility power. Yay, brokenness.
Yeah. Yay, the Kamui thing. That was what it was, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that was it.
Bloodline hands down the wood release. Because...
Oh yeah, what bloodline would Naruto have or something? might have been a question. I forget what questions we asked. I should note them down.
All right.
Probably should, yeah.
Antonio K.
Eastern mythology thing he's sick of is
Sun Wukong.
Sun Wukong.
I will echo that.
Yeah.
Goku did it first. Stop doing it.
Yeah, they did it in Ruby, for God's sake. I mean, of all things.
They weren't even subtle about it. I mean, I realize they're not very subtle with a lot of their stuff. Like, Red Riding Hood is the main character, but...
Yeah. His name is actually Sun Wukong.
Yeah.
Yeah. But... I just kind of glaze over it. Oh, yeah, it's that guy. Okay, whatever. You don't even acknowledge it anymore. You've seen it so many times.
Freaking God of High School main character is Sun Wukong, and it's just like, this is Sun Wukong, this is Sun Wukong. It's okay. You guys can stop. I mean, at least, Sun Wukong was kind of the main character of Dragon Ball, sort of, but Goku became more than that. At the very least.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
all right. So his favorite group would be the Vizards. I agree with that.
I'll agree with that. Because they were really interesting. It's a shame they got shoved to the side so quickly.
And often. Yeah. Favorite technique was the Chidori.
I liked it.
Yeah.
I feel like
he likes it because it was versatile.
Yeah.
Which, I can see that. The Senbone one was pretty cool.
I like it because it's visually appealing and makes a noise.
Yeah. Yep. All right.
Yeah, that's a reason.
Yeah. And then Zero commented, I don't care. Ethan had to choose a technique. It would be...
something in the fire section.
Yeah, fire section, because they're always useful.
It could be.
And then he also said... He also said something about Shadow Clones, but here's the thing. I'm not going to give you the broken Shadow Clone version, as in you have stamina to make as many as you want. No, if you get Shadow Clones, you're operating off the stamina you have now. Are you in shape? Okay, you can make a few clones.
No,
if you have shitty stamina, you make one and it sucks.
You can make one if you're in good shape. That's how it works. If you're like really, really good shape, 2 maybe, but not for long.
I don't think there's a time limit on them. I think it's more how much energy they use.
Yeah, once they're made, they're made.
Alright.
Yeah.
I would totally be okay with not having Shadow Clone Jutsu. I don't need it.
I don't need it either. Well, I could use... I don't need it. I don't need that shit at all. I'd
rather have a water clone.
I'd rather have like an earth clone.
The thing a lot of people forget about the water clones is you need to actually have a source of water near you. You can't just...
I'm in England.
Okay. For you, it would be easier,
yeah, basically you want to use your clone as a slave.
Also, yeah, Shadow Clone would be bad for that because they have their own personalities, apparently. So,
see, a lot of people say that, but I mean, if there were more of me, I would be completely okay doing all of the housework because I know that there are other bees doing just as much work.
Doesn't the clone reflect like what?
Yeah, all of these jobs are not equal.
You have.
All of these jobs that he has for these clones are not equal. Catching up on reading, keeping up with the internet, marathoning series I need to watch, all perfectly fine and pleasurable. Keeping my house clean and cooking for me. Playing through video games, that's pleasurable. Working multiple jobs so that I can afford to do all these things. And then just chilling to do anything in case one dispels. Those are not equal jobs.
Not really. I'd like to think I'd still be okay with it because I know it's all serving me in some way.
But when do you, as in the clone, reap the benefits of this? When you dispel? Then your existence is over.
I can't say for certain, but I think I'd be okay with it.
Okay, I'm going to stop rushing us because I really need to pee. So, he also says, for a bloodline, he would like the Shikotsumiyaku, the bone thing, I think.
Yes.
Or the lava release. Or the blaze release. Or the wood release. He doesn't really have a very nailed down choice in that one.
Yeah, he also said he liked the Oronkar. Like, I like them too. They were pretty nice. Neil Nandu.
First,
he hates dragons.
He hates dragons.
I agree.
I don't hate dragons.
I hate
I
dragons.
agree.
Being part Welsh, I cannot hate dragons. It is literally in my blood to like dragons. Also sheep, but mostly dragons.
We're just gonna gloss over that.
Yeah.
I'm sick of dragons.
I'm sick of dragons.
Everything.
It's on the flag. I have to like them.
Anytime something gets summoned in Naruto fic, if it's original contract, it's going to be a dragon or a fox.
Or a phoenix.
Anytime anyone transforms into something, it's going to be a dragon in any series.
Oh,
when it gets an animal transformation, it's going to be a dragon.
And every single anime ever, main character has or main heroine, one of the two mains has some sort of dragon-esque ability in so many different things.
And if
At
that's
least
not
in
enough,
Fate
your
Stay,
attacks
it
are
makes
shaped
sense.
like dragons.
Yeah. High School DxD, there's dragons. It's been really super important. But at least they're done interesting, I guess.
Fairy
It's also
tale
with
dragons.
I mean,
Fuck yeah, red dragon, Welsh dragon.
Yeah.
anyway.
That's literally who it is.
Yeah.
So, yay.
In High School DxD, it's the theme, though. I mean, it's consistent.
Yeah.
It's not just randomly thrown in because it sounds cool.
Honestly, if I were going to have
Get the name.
an animal...
Still say they get the name.
Honestly, if I were going to have an animal, represent a character or something, I'd do some research into some of the most awesome animals that exist, and I'd pick one of those.
Honey badger.
Like that, yeah.
That's a violent little fucking thing.
Freaking, you know, there's got to be a whole list of really awesome underused animals.
There is.
Leopard.
I've seen it.
Leopards.
It's a very big list.
We should see more hedgehog-based characters.
No, God, no.
Sonic Heroes. That's great. I actually think if you just I think we talked about this earlier, or maybe not. I know you're talking this with other people, but just type in your name and then type in the hedgehog afterwards. Google image search that.
I might do that. Also, you know what? Foxes. There should be more foxes. I don't think there are enough foxes in fiction.
You know what has been getting what has been getting more traction recently? It's the Tanuki.
Yeah.
I feel like.
Oh God! Of course it is. See, my nickname is unisex.
What?
Yeah.
Casey is a unisex name.
Ah.
Yeah.
Ha! This must be linked.
So-
This must be linked.
I'd rather. Oh no, I kind of like this one as well.
So yeah, if you just want to Google search Casey the Hedgehog, that first image,
The second image works too.
or the second image, or third, fourth. Jesus Christ.
Hey, I found one that
Casey is a boy's name too, people.
Here's a boy one for you. There you go. It fits.
It does fit actually with the white and stuff.
Yeah.
Seems
There you
way
go.
happier than you though.
But just because I'm going to Google my actual name as well.
Carl the Hedgehog.
Great. With a K, because half Welsh, half German. Great. And, okay, it just looks like Supersonic, to be honest, with sunglasses.
It auto...
Damn it.
Oh, God, it auto-completed it. What is...
Okay.
We're getting on a topic.
No, I just gotta keep doing this. I don't care. I'm
Okay.
just gonna keep doing this.
If you type in
Justin the Hedgehog
All right,
is...
we need a question. I'm gonna go with the question while you're.
Yeah,
Go
you
with
do that.
hedgehogs.
So Justin the Hedgehog is silver, but recolored green.
Yeah, pretty much.
type in Zero the Hedgehog. That's fun.
Nope, I think I'm going to type in Jeff the Hedgehog.
No! That's not my real
Oh,
name.
God!
I've searched this up before. Don't do it.
Like it.
So, have you, Slicer would know of Derpy Hooves, I imagine.
Wow.
Why? Why did you do it?
I need to see this.
Is Jeff an emo name or something like that? I'm getting a lot of black hedgehogs and gray clothes and red eyes and...
Because there's Jeff the Killer.
Oh, right. Yeah, that one.
Sort of looking in both directions. I don't...
Oh, God.
We're getting really off topic, though. We should...
I don't care.
And they know my real name now.
Please be awesome. Please be awesome.
Ken the Hedgehog, images, you're brown.
Maybe
I don't know how to take that.
All
this was made after... Maybe you actually do have fans, a lot of them, so maybe they made something based off you.
Please don't.
Please
I'd
do. I want to
the
see
plot,
it.
but don't, please.
Yeah, that's it. He's just brown. I don't even think he has eyes. He has eyes? Fuck.
We need to link these.
Oh, I'm not doing a link dump for this. That'll take too long.
Search it up on your own. You'll be able to find what we're talking about.
Yeah, just Google Casey, Carl with a K, Jeff, Justin, and Ken the Hedgehog. This is the best
I don't
thing
know how
we
to feel about this. I typed in Kenshi 618 the Hedgehog, and this is the first thing that popped up.
God.
This isn't even. I don't think this isn't even Kenshi, but this is the first thing related to Kenshi 618 the Hedgehog.
Oh, God. I don't even want to. Wait.
Oh,
what?
God.
Why?
I don't know how to feel about that.
God damn you, DeviantArt.
So weird.
So, we need questions. So, Bleach. What was the worst fight in Bleach? Because this week was boring. So, what was the worst fight in Bleach? See? Don't answer now because you're bringing next week. Remember, we answer it next week.
And I'm going to bring that around to Naruto. What was the worst fight in Naruto?
Okay, sure. Worst fight in both series.
Should we also have the best fight in both series, or just keep it the worst?
No, I think
let's keep it to the worst.
All right.
We might do best another time, but not now.
Alrighty.
So, we should probably answer the questions that we asked last time as well, just real quick.
Yeah.
So that was favorite technique. Go for it.
Just because of the versatility of it, I'm just going to go with the Shadow Clone. It's plain, it's ordinary, and it's probably overused, but it's really powerful.
I like Broccoli's Gates. I like it because it allows somebody without any sort of ability with jutsus to go out, toe to toe with some of the strongest.
Someone's phone's going off. I'm gonna go. I'll be lame and I'll go with the Hiraishin.
All right, it's an answer.
Ken? Answering his phone, probably.
Right.
I'm sorry, I'm back.
What's your favorite jutsu?
Let's see, Susanoo. Susanoo, whatever. Gigantic samurai thing covering my body that can apparently cut mountains. So yeah.
That was kind of the first broken-ass power we ever saw.
Actually, you know what? Fuck that. Tsukuyomi. Mind rape you with eye contact.
Yeah, that was probably more broken.
For 72
How
hours.
often are you actually going to use that in real life?
I can use it I don't have to use it to torture you or in such a way. I can use it forever I want. You're in there for 72 hours in your own mind. I can use it to entertain you, make you feel good, or hurt you.
That's a good point.
Yeah, pretty versatile.
Or like, hey guys.
It's pretty versatile because you're in there too, so you can do whatever while you're in there.
Yeah.
Hey,
I suppose you could bring your dog in some if you just want some time to yourself.
No, here's what you can do. Here's what you can do. I've got a test tomorrow. Help teach me. Okay, fine. I'll give you 3 days.
eye contact, and I can get a 3-second study session for 3 days, or however long I choose.
But you know you just doss about anyway for the 3 days.
Or like it's so versatile. Like I love it. You could do some real training in there.
Or
time chamber stuff.
Or
I'll pick down.
Or I pick Izanagi, one gigantic redo.
Yeah, I still need to pee, so I'm going to keep rushing us.
Okay.
Favorite Bleach group to start with?
I'd say out of all of them, I have to echo the Visored. I like them. They were interesting.
I like the concept of the Visored. Most of the characters kind of suck.
Yeah, I like the concept a lot better.
Yeah.
Anybody gonna say the Fullbringers?
Fuck no.
I don't remember enough about
Let's
them.
not diss Chad, shall we? Because Chad was a Fullbringer.
Chad was a Fullbringer.
One people does not make up for an entire race of suck.
Yeah.
That's a perfect way to put it, yeah.
One people.
I'm gonna go with the Quincy.
I think the Quincy before this last arc came about.
Before this arc, I could see that, but after I don't.
Even with this, I really like some of the Quincy. I mean, Imagination Lad,
Through the Love,
and Superstar. I mean, come on, there were so many good ones.
No, based on characters, I will have to say the Quincy. Based on concept, though, I really do like the Visor.
Yeah. I like the mask power. That was really cool.
Mm-hmm. Alright.
And finally, final question was the fucking... Has someone answered?
I have not, but I can't decide.
Okay.
Yeah, same here. I mean, I guess the original Rescuers of Rukia, just that group. Maybe
That's not a species.
It's not really a faction, but it's still...
Well, the question was about species, so it would be Visored, Uraraka,
okay.
Shinigami, Human, Fullbringer, or Quincy.
I don't know.
Or Hollow. I suppose you could go with Hollow as well, but yeah.
I think I'm going to actually go with Hollow then, because they're the most interesting to me.
Oh, okay. And finally, what element of Eastern mythology are you sick of seeing?
I'm going to echo Sun Wukong. Because, they use them in everything nowadays.
I'm going to go with Buddha. Technically not mythology, but he's in fucking everything, even combat, and that makes absolutely no sense.
Yeah, and the thing with Sun Wukong is whenever he shows up, whenever Sun Wukong shows up, I start feeling just... like, that's just a sigh. I'm like, okay... I understand you want him, but you really don't need him. You really don't.
I think Sun Wukong was like Journey to the West or East or something. Yeah. So, Joel from The Last of Us is technically Sun Wukong.
Would that count? I mean, I doubt...
It was based on that story, so yes.
Huh. I was not aware of that.
I have a problem with him appearing in things where it's not a story based around Journey to the West. And I have a problem with the vast amount of Journey to the West based on things. Like, Goku, the DBZ, okay, it started out based off that, but it evolved. It changed into something.
Also, that was like 30 years ago, so, I mean...
Yeah. It was a long time ago, so it's acceptable. But nowadays, it's just, in DxD, Sun Wukong's a character in that. I'm not even joking. It is.
It's a different Sun Wukong, but it is Sun Wukong. Yeah. And the Ruby version is just lazy. I'll be honest. I like the character, the actual character, but this is just a lazy interpretation. I mean, he doesn't even journey west, he journeys east. I don't know, maybe that's a quibble, but still. And you don't even see the journey, he just shows up in the east.
One Sukong.
Alright, so...
Alright, so that's... And I still say dragons are awesome. You can't say
dragons
are not awesome.
Suck. I'm tired of seeing fucking dragons everywhere.
Dragons are awesome.
They're overused, they're awesome, but boring, and they're lazy.
Truly, this is the age of dragons.
I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna break your dragon age.
Yeah. All right. I think we're done.
Yeah. So, what were our questions? Oh yeah, worst fights in Bleach and Naruto. Please leave your responses in the comments below. And I would like to thank everybody for listening to the Manga Reflux episode with those things that we just did.
Chunin exam arc in chapter 606 of Bleach. God damn it.
I'm not going to do that every time and just call out whatever we just recapped.
We should start naming them.
Well, we can't name them because they need to be referential, so we need to reference which ones we're doing.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to say the things that we just did. That's going to be the new outro. So I would like to thank everybody for listening to the recap of the things that we just recapped. Bye now.
Goodbye.
See ya.